Atlantic Broadband Cable, in cooperation with the South Union Township Supervisors, presents the South Union Township Sports Network. Today via tape delay from the Beaner Field here in Hutchinson. It's HARC Youth Baseball time in the minor league division as the White Sox take on the Rockies. Hi, everybody. I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupin. Welcome you aboard for this evening's game. South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Again, I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupin. We'll be back with the first pitch after this message.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Back here at the Beaner Field in Hopwood, ready for the White Sox and Rockies in the HARC Minor League Division. Let's take a look at the White Sox lineup. Leading off the left fielder, Ian Weimer. Jason Davis batting second and playing second base. Aiden Milsom, number 3, batting third and playing third base. Nick Crouch pitching in the cleanup spot. Braylon Woods batting fifth and playing shortstop. Jason Nairn batting sixth and playing first base. Joe Hertline, the catcher, batting seventh. Nate Rockwell in center field batting eighth. And Victor Rosano in right field batting ninth. The White Sox just with 9 players here today. The Rockies will have 10 defensively. In the outfield, Ben Rush in left, Ty Burton in left center, and Jimmy Williams in right center with Asher Vale in right. On the mound, Luke Gresh, first pitch on the way, and therefore a strike to Ian Weimer. Rest of the infield for the Rockies, Josh Fazenbaker at third, Chase Klingon the shortstop, Noah Hudak the second baseman, and Aiden Vale playing first. As Ian Weimer fouls off the 0-1 pitch, count now at 0-2. We mentioned Luke Gresh pitching and Gage Klingon catching to start this game for the Rockies. They count 0-2, Gresh to Weimer. Pitch misses low and outside. Count out 1-2. Sun beginning to set. Lights not on yet. And there's the swing and the miss of the 1-2. And down goes Ian Weimer. As Luke Gresh strikes out Weimer to start this game. And now Jason Davis coming to the plate. And Jason takes the first pitch for a strike. 0-1. Gresh effective early on. 0-1 on the way, and there for strike 2. Throwing strikes, and that's what you have to do to win at this level. Now 0-2, Gresh to Davis. A pitch on the way, and in there for strike 3. Gets the strikeout swinging of Weimer, strikeout looking of Davis. 2 up, 2 down here in the top half of the first inning with Aiden Milsom coming to the plate. Milsom getting the start at third base today for the Rockies. Milsom swings at the first pitch and sends it foul. Wasn't for the fence in front of him. Might have had a play on that one. Counted 0-1. Now the 0-1 misses low and outside. Evens up the count at 1-1. One in there for strike two, 1-2. One-two pitch, high and inside. Count now even at 2-2. Payoff pitch behind Milsom. Now we're full of 3-2. Now the payoff pitch in there for strike three. So Luke Goresh strikes out the side here in the top half of the first. We'll go to the bottom of the first, scoreless here at the Beaner Field in Hopwood. White Sox and Rockies here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Every person who's been injured, when they come in, has an expectation that their case is important, and it is to us. We take these cases very seriously.
So that experience that we have is unique also because we have experience in these communities, in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg, in these court systems.
You don't have to go to Pittsburgh to be represented by attorneys who don't know their way around your community.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Many people unknowingly have chronic liver disease and discover it during routine blood testing. Possible causes include alcohol, hepatitis C, fatty liver, and iron overload. If left unchecked, this can lead to cirrhosis or severe liver scarring. Offer the latest testing and treatment for chronic liver disease. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
The Rockies coming to bat here in the bottom half of the first inning. Leading off will be the second baseman, Noah Hudak. Chase Klingon batting second and playing shortstop. Gage Klingon batting third. He's catching. Luke Goresh, the pitcher, batting fourth. Josh Fazenbaker playing third base and batting fifth. Aiden Vale batting sixth and playing first base. Ben Rush batting seventh in left field. Ty Burton batting eighth in left center field. Jimmy Williams batting ninth in right center field. And Aiden Vale rounding out the lineup in right field. Nick Crouch pitching for the White Sox. Ball ruled in play here, and he's set with the first pitch to Noah Hudak, and Hudak a swing and a miss for strike one. Again, the White Sox only addressing 9 today, and they'll have Ian Weimer in left field, Nate Rockwell in center, and Victor Rosano in right. As Crouch looks in here to Hudak with the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and now 2 strikes on Noah Hudak. Infield for the White Sox is Aiden Milsom at third, Braylon Woods at short, Jason Davis at second, and Jason Nairn playing first. Nick Crouch pitching, and Joel Hertline catching as Hudak fouls off the 0-2. The count remains 0-2. The Rockies dugout talking it up. Now the 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Noah strikes out. And Crouch, much like his counterpart Goresh, looking impressive on the mound. Now Chase Klingon coming to bat. Rockies shortstop. First pitch misses low and outside for ball 1. White Sox repositioning their outfield a little bit, shifting off to the right. That pitch finds the strike zone to Klingon. Evens up the count at 1-1. Crouch to Klingon. 1-1 misses high. Count now at 2-1. Big cut there from Klingen. Count now even at 2-2. Now the 2-2 popped up in foul territory. Count remains 2-2. Crouch set to go, 2-2 to Klingen. One hops in front of the catcher hurt line. Count now full at 3-2. Payoff pitch inside for ball 4. So Klingen walks here for the Rockies. And the Rockies with a base runner with 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. And Gage Klingen coming to the plate. First pitch to Klingen, hit high in the air on the left side in foul territory. Counted 0-1. And they're trying to get a ball out to Nick Crouch. Home plate umpire has one. Now 1-1 to Gage Klingen. The brother Chase on first. This one lined into center field, and it goes right between the legs there of Nate Rockwell. And now rounding third on his way to home plate is Chase Klingen. Throw to home, not in time, so Chase scores on the play. Now Gage down to third. So Gage drives in his brother. And Chase Klingen scores the game's first run. As the Rockies take a 1-0 lead over the White Sox. Now Luke Gresh at the plate, Rockies pitcher. First pitch misses low and outside for ball 1. One-oh pitch, check swing, but not going around there was Gresh. Count moves to 2-0. Temperatures cooling off. The second of 2 games played on this field tonight. The sun now setting, wind blowing in, getting a little chilly out. Now Crouch trying to find the strike zone here to avoid a walk to Luke Gresh. The pitch is in there for a strike. Count 3-1 now. Crouch to Gresh. Pitch on the way, and it clipped Gresh, so he'll take first base. And it just skimmed him. Now runners on the corners, and Josh Fazenbaker coming to the plate. Fazenbaker facing Crouch. 2 on with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Advancing down to second is Gresh. Runners on second and third. Big cut there from Fazenbaker. That one nub foul on the left side. Now Fazenbaker with a pair of strikes on him. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Fazenbaker goes down, second strikeout of the inning for Nick Crouch. Now 2 outs, 1 run already across and 2 on. 2 in scoring position here for the Rockies with Aiden Vale coming to the plate. Lights starting to come on. And Vale, first pitch swinging there with a grounder to second. Davis throw over to first in time to Nairn to retire Vale 4-3 for the third out of the inning. So the Rockies pick up a run here in the bottom half of the first. It's 1-0 Rockies over the White Sox here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Turn to the experts. Fayette Furnace Company Incorporated, serving the Tri-County area since 1920. The area's oldest and most reliable heating and cooling contractor, specializing in Carrier equipment. Employee owned and operated, choosing Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier not only gives you over 200 years of experience, but gives you the experts to help you solve your home's comfort needs. Call Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier to solve your home comfort needs today. Call 724-438-5400 or look up Fayette Furnace Company on the web at FayetteFurnaceCompany.com. Turn to the experts, almost 100 years of serving the Tri-County area. For more information, call Mike at 724-438-5400. That's 724-438-5400 for Fayette Furnace Company.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
Nick Crouch, Braylon Woods, and Jason Nairn do it for the Red Sox here in the top half of the second inning. Luke Gresh struck out the side for the Rockies in the top half of the first. Facing Crouch here to start the second. First pitch just outside for ball one. Lights now on in full force here at the Beaner Field. 1-0 pitch outside for ball two. Now 2-0. Gresh to Crouch. 2-0 misses low, now 3-0. So now 3-0. Pitch in there for a strike, now 3-1. This one popped up and actually hit the roof of the press box. Now the count full at 3-2. Gresh to Crouch. This one chopped here on the left side. Gresh throw over to first and hang it on. Aiden Vale. Crouch retired 1-3 for the first down of this top half of the second inning. Now Braylon Woods coming to the plate. Shortstop for the White Sox. And Braylon set to go. First pitch in there for a strike. And Braylon wanted that one back. Big cut there. Counting out 0-2. 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Fourth strikeout now of the game for Luke Gresh. White Sox have been retired in order so far. Now Jason Nairn coming to the plate. Nairn set to go. First pitch from Gresh. Nairn puts it on the ground. This one gets through on the left side. Give Nairn a hit there. First hit of the game for the White Sox. And the Rockies lead 1-0. Gage Klingon drove in his brother Chase in the first inning for the game's lone run. Now Joel Hertline coming to the plate here for the White Sox. Hertline swings and misses there at the first pitch from Gresh, 0-1. This one fouled off here. Count now at 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Rockies get out of the inning defensively with no damage being done. Still 1-0 Rockies over the White Sox, excuse me, as we go to the bottom of the second here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank. At your service.
Ben Rush, Ty Burton, and Jimmy Williams due up for the Rockies here in the bottom half of the second inning. Rockies lead the White Sox by a 1-0 score. Gage Klingon drove in his brother Chase for the game's only run in the bottom half of the first inning. Last warm-up toss there from Crouch. Throw down to Braylon Woods. We get this bottom of the second underway. Certainly getting chilly now. Short sleeves out there for the White Sox as well. Kids don't seem too bothered by the temperatures. Ben Rush will swing and miss there at the first pitch from Crouch, 0-1. Rockies sent 6 men to the plate back in the first inning, so the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. First 3 up here for the Rockies in the second. Count now 1-1 as the 0-1 missed low there from Crouch. Long look in there from Crouch. On the 1-1. Little one-hopper there in front of Hertline. Count now 2-1. Swing and a miss from Rush. Count now 2-2. Pitch missed inside there. And that one inside, ball 4 to Ben Rush. So the Rockies with a leadoff runner on here in the bottom of the second inning. Now at the plate, Ty Burton swings at the first pitch, line drive, gets through here on the right side. In front of Victor Rosano in right. On his way to third is Rush. Throw down to third is actually a good throw right down to the third baseman, Aiden Milsom, but safe at third is Wilson. So a ringer there from Ty Burton. But the runners on the corners now for Jimmy Williams. The 2 on, nobody out. Williams got the start today in right center field. Swing and miss of the first pitch there from Crouch. That one in there for a strike. That one got away from Crouch. We'll see if the Rockies try to put Burton in motion here. Try to get 2 in scoring position. And chasing that one was Jimmy Williams for strike 3. Now Asher Vale will come to the plate. Asher, one of the call-ups for the Rockies, wearing the A's jersey today. Got the start in right field. Facing Nick Crouch. First pitch in there for a strike, and now down to second goes Ty Burton. Count at 0-1. Just 1 out as we work here in the bottom of the second inning, and a 1-0 lead for the Rockies over the White Sox. 0-1, a little outside. Count now 1-1. Now one missing low and outside, now 2-1. That pitch in there for a strike. Now 2-2. Crouch to Vale. Two-two pitch. High and inside. Now 3-2. Crouch to Asher Vale. Payoff pitch. Swing, get a miss, strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts for Nick Crouch. Runners now on second and third. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Top of the order now for the Rockies and Noah Hudak. Hudak struck out swinging back in the first inning. First pitch there high. Check swing from Hudak. Did not offer. Count at 1-0. Now the 1-0. This ball hit in the air and gloved down by the second baseman, Jason Davis, for the third out of the inning. So the Rockies stray in 2, still a 1-0 lead for the Rockies over the White Sox after 2 here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Important for people to know that we represent injured people to the best of our ability, and we've been successful doing that. And I don't say that to have people come to see us because we have been successful. I say that because it's true, and it's important.
Another important aspect is the experience that we have is local experience in the court system in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths. Signs include abdominal pain and rectal bleeding. Colon cancer develops from a degenerating benign growth or polyp. Doctors performing colonoscopy are able to remove precancerous polyps, thus preventing colon cancer. This saves lives, and the American Cancer Society now recommends that everyone have a colonoscopy every 10 years, beginning at age 50. Offer the latest diagnostic testing. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Nate Rockwell, Victor Rosano, and Ian Weimer due up for the White Sox here in the top half of the third inning. Still a 1-0 lead for the Rockies over the White Sox. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupé. Nice to have you along with us for youth baseball here on the South Union Township Sports Network. First plate appearance of the evening for Rockwell, batting here from the left side against Luke Gresh, starting his third inning of work, and Gresh finds the strike zone on the first pitch to Rockwell, 0-1. Gresh has yielded just one hit so far in the game. That was a single to Jason Nairn back in the second inning. 0-1 here, kind of slipped away from Gresh, one hopping in front of Gage Klingon, the catcher. Now 1-1, Gresh to Rockwell. And there for a strike, now 1-2. That one high. Got now 2-2. Swing and a miss. And down goes Nate Rockwell. That's already the 6th strikeouts by Luke Gresh. In fact, 6 of the 7 outs recorded by the Rockies defensively have been via the strikeout. Only one that was not was Crouch's 1-3 ground out to start the third. Now at the plate, Victor Rosano takes ball one outside against Gresh. Rosano getting the start in right field today for the White Sox. Now the 1-0, swing and a miss. Evens things up now at 1-1. One, swing and a miss, strike 2. Now 2 strikes on Victor Rosano. Top of the order, due up behind Victor and Ian Weimer. Now the 1-2 pitch, fouled off as Rosano stays alive. Count remains 1-2. One-two pitch. Just misses inside. Count now even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Come on, let's get a hit here.
Now 2 outs here in the top half of the third. Now Ian Weimer at the plate takes strike 1. A couple of White Sox fans behind me trying to get their team into this game. I have just 1 hit so far. Fans encouraging them on. Weimer takes the ball on the outside. Now the 1-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. Now 1-2, Gresh to Weimer. Gresh struck out the side back in the first inning, trying to do the same here in the third. That one just low. And the White Sox just 1 hit so far. Jason Nairn single to left center field back in the second inning. And that's strike 3. So for the second time in this game, Luke Gresh strikes out the side. The Rockies probably like to have him back on the mound in the 4th. They'll likely have to make a mandated change as Gresh going the 3 maximum, giving up just 1 hit. And still a 1-0 lead for the Rockies over the White Sox as we go to the bottom of the third here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Turn to the experts. Fayette Furnace Company Incorporated, serving the Tri-County area since 1920, the area's oldest and most reliable heating and cooling contractor, specializing in Carrier equipment. Employee owned and operated, choosing Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier not only gives you over 200 years of experience, but gives you the experts to help you solve your home's comfort needs. Call Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier to solve your home comfort needs today. Call 724-438-5400 or look up Fayette Furnace Company on the web at FayetteFurnaceCompany.com. Turn to the experts, almost 100 years of serving the Tri-County area. For more information, call Mike at 724-438-5400. That's 724-438-5400 for Fayette Furnace Company.
Just sit right down and you hear a tale of a fateful call. You better pay those bills right now or you take a mighty fall. He really didn't know what to do, so he turned to those who did. Zeppeli, Mahaloff, and White, your bankruptcy crew, your bankruptcy crew. So no matter how deep in debt you are, if your back's against the wall, Zeppeli, Mahaloff, and White, just give them a call.
Chase Klingon, Gage Klingon, and Luke Gresh duo for the Rockies. Here in the bottom half of the third, Rockies lead the White Sox by a score of 1-0. Nick Crouch starting his third inning of work on the mound for the White Sox. Now Chase Klingon coming to the plate, walked and scored a run, first time up. Lone run scored in this game. Now Crouch set to go. Crouch's first pitch to Chase Klingon outside for ball 1. Now the 1-0, high and inside. As Klingon had to move out of the way of that one. Now 2-0. Rockies sent 6 men to the plate, scored 1 run back in the first inning. Left 2 stranded, came up empty in the second inning, and another one high and inside. There to Klingon. 3-0 counts. Crouch to Klingon. Crouch needing a strike here. Not going to get it. That's ball 4. For the second time in this game, Klingon walks. Gives the Rockies a base runner with nobody out, and Gage Klingon coming to the plate. Last time up, Gage drove in his brother Chase in a similar situation after Chase walked in the first inning. Double to center field, advanced down to third on the throw, which scored his brother. Took ball 1 here from Nick Crouch. Now the 1-0. And this one just sent foul. A little check swing. That was almost extra bases there for Gage Klingon. Just a couple inches foul on that left side. That one high and inside. Count out 2-1. Nick Crouch to Gage Klingon. Runner on, nobody out here in the bottom of the third, and a 1-0 lead for the Rockies over the White Sox. And that one hit just foul on the right side. So Klingon coming close on both sides. Trying to keep it in between the lines here. Facing a 2-2 count against Nick Crouch. Crouch with 4 strikeouts so far in this game. Looking for number 5 here against Gage Klingon. 2-2 pitch. And Klingon sends this one high in the air right down the line. And that's a foul ball. Wow, it was close. Just foul down the third base line. That was so close. That was one of those, if the guy drawing the lines got a little crook, it could have been a fair ball. We'll do 2-2 again. That one low in the dirt. Now we're full 3-2, and that will allow Chase Klingon to get in a scoring position at second base. Payoff pitch, hit on the ground here to short. Woods is there. Looks the runner back, but the throw goes high. And there goes Chase Klingon down to third. Into second goes Gage Klingon. Now 2 in scoring position with nobody outs. Here in the bottom half of the third inning. Now Luke Gresh coming to the plate. Gresh was hit by a pitch first time up. Rockies an opportunity here to blow this one open, up 1-0, but with 2 on and nobody out. An opportunity here with the meat of their order coming up for a big inning. 1-0 now to Gresh. To send this on the line, in and out of the glove of Jason Owens, who tries to recover. Throw over to first, drop there by Nairn. And coming across and scoring a run, Chase Klingon. So Chase Klingon scoring both of the runs so far this evening for the Rockies, who now lead it 2-0. Runner still on the corners, and Josh Fazenbaker coming to the plate. Fazenbaker struck out swinging first time up back in the first inning, and swings and misses here at the first pitch from Nick Crouch. Still nobody else. Gage Klingon down at third, Luke Gresh at first. 0-1 here to Fazenbaker, swing and a miss. Strike 2, runner going. Throw down to second, not in time. Blocked down there by Woods. Now 2 strikes here on Fazenbaker. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. And boy, Crouch and the White Sox needed that one. Fazenbaker strikes out for the second time this evening. Now an out recorded here in the bottom half of the third with Aiden Vale coming to the plate. Vale grounded out 4-3 to end the first inning. Take the first pitch here outside for ball 1. Now it's time called here by the home plate umpire. Wants to clean home plate. A little housekeeping. Let you know, if you don't have an opportunity to catch our broadcast on Atlantic Broadband Channel 17 or Armstrong Channel 61, all of our game broadcasts also available on our YouTube page by searching South Union Television. You can also follow the South Union Township Sports Network on Facebook for program updates. It's facebook.com/South Union TV as Aiden Vale fouls off that pitch into the fence. Our YouTube page becoming more and more popular. Of course, all those broadcasts available on demand anytime you'd like to watch. And we have about 3 or 4 years of archive broadcasts available on YouTube. Go back and relive some of the memories over the years here on the South Union Township Sports Network. That pitch high and inside. I believe we're at 3-1 now. Crouch to Aiden Vale, and that's the confirmation from the home plate umpire. Now the 3-1 on the way, and that one got away from Crouch to load up the bases. And now Ben Rush coming to the plate. Big spot here and big opportunity for Ben, who walked first time up in the second inning. First pitch to Rush, and therefore a strike, 0-1. Ben getting the start in left field today for the Rockies. 0-1 to Ben. Takes this one low for ball one, even up the count at 1-1. That one slipped away from Crouch. Coming up short there now, 2-1. Crouch to Rush. Two one again, slipping away there from Crouch. Count out 3-1, bases loaded, nowhere to put Rush right now. 3-1 on the way, and that one high and inside for ball four, and an RBI walk for Ben Rush. That'll score Gage Klingen. Lead now 3-0 for the Rockies over the White Sox. Now Ty Burton at the plate. Burton a single to right field last time up. He's the 7th Rocky to bat here in the bottom half of the third inning. Takes ball one against Crouch. You have Luke Gresh over at third, Aiden Vale on second, and now Ben Rush on first. And the 1-0 here to Burton. Pitching there for a strike. Count now even at 1-1. Burton stepped out of that one a little bit. Now Crouch is 1-1. Here to Burton. Low and outside. Same situation as we had a Rush. Nowhere to put Burton. Bases loaded, 2 runs already across here in the bottom half of the third. 2-1 pitch, and this ball hit on the line in a right center field. A lot of room out there. Look out. This will be extra bases for Ty Burton. 2 already across, and Burton into second with a stand-up double. Now the relay coming home, and it'll be a 3 RBI double for Burton, who will advance down to third on the throw. That's now 5 runs, the maximum of 5 runs scored here in an inning. And the Rockies have opened up this game. It's now 6-0. Rockies over the White Sox after 3 here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank. At your service.
Prime Rozek and Jerry Dupay back here at the Beaner Field at Hopwood, moving to the top half of the fourth inning. A 6-0 lead for the Rockies over the White Sox. It's Jason Davis, Aiden Milsom, and Nick Crouch due up here for the White Sox. Gage Klingen, the new pitcher for the Rockies. Luke Gresh, who was pitching, now catching. Asher Vale also moves over to second base. He was in right field. I'll check that. That's not correct because Vale's still out there in right. Technically, we have 2 number 4s here for the Rockies. And it's Noah Hudak still playing second. There's a swing and a miss from Davis. So I think the only 2 changes then, Klingon and Gresh. Klingon now pitching, Gresh now catching. That pitch just off the plate. Count at 2-1. That pitch high and inside, now 3-1. Klingon to Davis. What a job Gresh did on the mound. Struck out 8, only yielded 1 hit. And has 3 innings of work. On the 3-1, swing and a miss. Big cut there from Davis. Count out full at 3-2. The Rockies just looking for strikes now out of Klingon. That one high and inside for ball 4. And a leadoff walk here for Davis to start the 4th inning, and that's the first walk issued by Rockies pitchers here today. Now Aiden Milsom at the plate. Starting third baseman. Takes the first pitch high and inside for ball 1. Milsom struck out looking to end the first inning. And the White Sox coaching staff tells me he'll be pitching in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Makes a cut there, grounder to short. And look at the lead runner there as Klingon tags out Davis for the first out of the inning. Actually goes 6 unassisted. On the fielder's choice. Now Nick Crouch at the plate. Crouch grounded out 1-3 and fouls off the first pitch there, trying to get out of the way of it. Have a vehicle out there in center field with the lights on, and they're going to tell that vehicle and has to turn its lights off. Be a little distracting to the batter and home plate umpire. Now the base umpire making the jog all the way out to center field. Those lights are still on. So they're automatic lights. There'd be some way to turn them off. Those look a little stronger than daytime running lights to me. Home plate umpire said he can't see it out there, and I can definitely agree with him from the brightness level of those lights right over the 230 sign. Out there in right center field. And finally, those lights are off. I think they actually turned their car off. I count 0-1 after that delay. And the foul ball to Crouch. That one low and outside. Runner going. Milsom down to second. Slides in safely. So now Milsom in scoring position. 1 out. It's a 6-0 lead for the Rockies over the White Sox if you're just joining us. Crouch, a big cut there, and that's going to be a base hit in a right center. Fielded there by Jimmy Williams, rounding third on his way to the plate, and scoring will be Aiden Milsom into second. Nick Crouch. That's the first run scored of the game for the White Sox. It's now 6-1. As Crouch drives in Milsom. Now Braylon Woods at the plate. Woods takes the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. And we're here in the top of the 4th. 0-1, a little inside. Count now even at 1-1. One. Again, Woods having to jump out of the way of that one. Count out 2-1, clinging to Woods. Low and outside, and now Crouch going down to third, and throw goes out in the left field. And the count now 3-1 to Woods. That pitch misses for ball 4, so Woods aboard with a walk. A big inning here for the White Sox. So far against Gage Klingen. Just 1 out. 1 run already across and 2 on. Now Jason Nairn coming to the plate. Nairn, a single to left center field off of Gresh back in the 2nd inning. No swing here at the first pitch and pop it up. Look out. That ball pinball in between an SUV and a pickup truck. I've seen a little action here and a lot behind home plate throughout the course of the night. 0-1 now to Nairn, swing and a miss, strike 2. 2 strikes on Jason Nairn. Now the 0-2, that one behind Nairn, that will allow Woods to get down to second. Count out 1-2. One-two pitch, low and outside. Now 2-2, clinging to Nairn. And 2 on with 1 out and 1 run already across. A 6-1 lead now for the Rockies over the White Sox. That pitch misses again. Now 3-2. Nairn's worked his way back into the counts. He do a first base open, but a walk would load up the bases. And that pitch misses for ball 4. It was high. 3rd walk of the inning issued by Klingen. And the base is now loaded here for Joel Hertline as the White Sox try to work their way back into this game. 6-1 Rockies with the White Sox threatening. First pitch to Hertline. Hertline went to chasing but dug it out. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Look at the force out at home as Klingen fires it to Gresh. So it goes 1-2 on the fielder's choice. Lead runner retired. And that was Crouch. The score remains 6-1. And Nate Rockwell at the plate batting from the left side. Takes the first pitch high for ball 1, and now the base is loaded. Nowhere to put Rockwell. Rockwell batting from the number 8 position in the White Sox batting lineup. 1-0 outside for ball 2. The White Sox going to make the Rockies throw them some strikes right now. Now the 2-0, high and outside again, 3-0. And nowhere to put Rockwell. 3 walks already issued in this half inning by Klingen. Rockies need a strike here. 3-0 pitch, and therefore a strike now, 3-1. And that's in there for a strike, so Klingen working his way back into the count. It's now 3-2. Rockies looking for the third out of the inning to get out of a big-time jam, and they're not going to get it here. That pitch high and outside for ball 4. Rockwell getting an RBI walk. They score Woods on the play. Second run across in this top half of the 4th inning. Now Victor Rosano will be the 8th White Sox to bat here in the top of the 4th. Swings and misses of the first pitch there from Klingon. Rosano struck out swinging first time up. Watches the 0-1 sail by high. Evens up the count at 1-1. Now the 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2 strikes now on Rosano. Now Klingon's 1-2 in there for strike 3. So the White Sox get 2 back. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 6-2 Rockies over the White Sox here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Davis and Davis, helping the injured.
If you're injured in an accident, after you address the medical problems, you're going to be faced with numerous questions concerning who's going to pay your medical bills, your property damage, the wages that you might be losing if you can't go to work. These are things that you need counsel for.
That your income is protected, that your bills are paid, that your family's taken care of. We've been doing this since 1976. We've helped injured people. We can help you.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Rockies with Jimmy Williams, Asher Vale, and Noah Hudak due up here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Rockies leading the White Sox 6-2. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupé. Nice to have you along with us here on the South Union Township Sports Network. New pitcher for the White Sox, Aiden Milsom. Nick Crouch, who was pitching, now playing third base. Also the White Sox making a couple of changes in the outfield as well. Victor Rosano and Ian Weimer switching positions. Weimer now in right, Rosano in left. Milsom's first pitch in there for a strike to Jimmy Williams, 0-1. And the White Sox just dressed 9 today, so don't have the luxury of left and right center fielders. Rockwell will have to cover a lot of ground out there in straightaway center field. 0-1 missed low from Milsom to Williams. Count now even at 1-1. And that pitch in there for a strike. Count out 1-2. And a 1-2 pitch, just a little high. That one behind Jimmy Williams. Now we're full at 3-2. Milsom to Williams. Williams struck out swinging first time up back in the 2nd inning. Milsom's payoff pitch here to Williams. And there for strike 3. So Milsom comes in and gets a punch out to Jimmy Williams. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Now Asher Vale coming to the plate. Vale struck out swinging first time up back in the 2nd inning facing Nick Crouch. And he's a call-up. Time was called and now put back in a play here. Milsom's first pitch inside for ball 1 to Asher Vale. (1-0) in there for a strike, evens things up at 1-1. Milsom to Vale. Strike two on Asher Vale. Vale trying to take advantage of his call-up. 1-2 pitch. That one thrown behind him. Count now even at 2-2. Asher's brother Aiden also on the Rockies team. 2-2 pitch. A little low. We're full at 3-2. And the payoff pitch here, Milsom to Vale. That's high for ball 4. And Asher Vale, a call-up, draws a walk here in the bottom half of the 4th inning for the Rockies. Now the top of the order, Noah Hudak. Hudak swing and a miss there, big cut, and they're going to send Vale down to second. He'll have no problems getting there. Now Asher Vale in scoring position. That pitch high and in sight to Noah Hudak. Pitch finds the strike zone. Close there on the outside corner. Even now 2-2. 1 on, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th, 6-2 lead for the Rockies. 2-2 misses low. Now we're full at 3-2. Milsom to Noah Hudak. And 3-2 inside for ball 4. Ball got away from Hurtline. Throw down to third, and they're going to tag out Asher Vale. So Vale caught stealing, second out of the inning. I was thinking that was ball 4, must not have been. Now 3-2 here to Noah Hudak. Now the 3-2 pitch. That's ball 4. So Hudak gets aboard. Now Chase Klingon will come to the plate. Rockies shortstop has walked twice and scored 2 runs already in this game for the Rockies. Rockies lead at 6-2. First pitch high and inside there to Klingon. Now Hudak on first. 2 outs here in the inning. Rockies up 6-2 as we work here in the bottom of the 4th. Another one inside. Now they're going to send Hudak down to second. Throw coming down. Not in time. Got some hooligans back there. Throwing some balls up in our direction as Hudak gets down to third. Our good friend Rich Lacey back there. His great nephew, Ben Rush, on the Rockies team. Has a lot of family members here, including his grandfather Joe and Grandma Rose. Now Hudak down to third. That one high and inside to Klingon again. That's in there for a strike to Klingon. Chase thought it was ball 4. Another strike in there to Klingon from Milsom. Now the count full at 3-2. Milsom doing a good job to work his way back into the count. Now the 3-2 pitch here to Klingon. It's high for ball 4. So 3 straight walks have actually been issued here by Milsom. But Asher Vale was caught stealing for the second out of the inning after Jimmy Williams struck out to start the inning. Now Gage Klingon at the plate. Runners on first and third. Gage Klingon's been on base in both at-bats. Double to center field, picked up an RBI. First time up, swings at the first pitch here and sends it foul on the left side. Got on via an error and scored a run in the third inning. Rockies going through the order for the third time as we work here in the bottom half of the fourth. Oh, 1 in there for strike 2. That will allow Klingon to advance down to second. Now Gage Klingon with Chase at second will have to protect the plate here with 2 strikes on him. And there's strike 3. So the inning ends with no damage being done. Williams struck out. Asher Vale walked. He was caught stealing for the second out. Hudak walked. Klingon walked. And then that was Chase Klingon that walked. And Gage Klingon strikes out to end the inning. So still 6-2. Rockies over the White Sox after 4 here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Southwestern Endoscopy Center is a state-licensed and Medicare-certified facility and emphasizes privacy, comfort, caring, and safety for colonoscopies and upper GI endoscopies. Painless procedures are done with twilight sedation given by a board-certified anesthesiologist. The center accepts most insurance plans and is staffed by Doctors Ruthhart, Calabrese, Stokes, SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
'Moving to the top of the 5th, White Sox with the top of the order due up. Ian Weimer, Jason Davis, and Aiden Milsom. White Sox sent 8 men to the plate and scored 2 runs in the top half of the 4th inning. Looking for similar success here in the top half of the 5th against Gage Klingon, starting his 2nd inning of work. And Klingon misses on the first pitch here to Ian Weimer, who struck out twice in the game. Once swinging back in the 1st inning and once looking in the 3rd. 1-0 here, and fouling it off is Weimer. Even up the count at 1-1. Rockies got the scoring started. Runs scored on the bottom half of the 1st inning. Had a big bottom half of the 3rd inning, scoring the half-inning maximum of 5 runs to take a 6-0 lead at that point. White Sox came back with 2 in the top half of the 4th. That's where we sit right now at 6-2. The count now 2-1 here, Klingon to Weimer. 2-1 pitch high, now 3-1. Now the 3-1 pitch, low and outside for ball 4. So Weimer walks to start this top half of the 5th, and the White Sox in business down 4 at 6-2. Now Jason Davis coming to the plate. His leadoff walk in the 4th inning got things started for the White Sox. He also struck out looking back in the 1st inning. Klingon's first pitch here, and first pitch swinging, high fly ball, fair ball down the right field line. Rounding second on his way to 3rd is Weimer. Relay finally coming in, and Weimer's going to score on the play, and it's going to be a triple to right for Jason Davis. An RBI, a triple in that. Scoring Ian Weimer. And the White Sox now back to within 3. That's 6-3. The heart of their order coming up. And Aiden Milsom. Milsom grounded into a fielder's choice and scored a run last time up in the 4th inning. Also struck out looking to end the 1st inning. Took ball 1. Now the 1-0, sent foul there by Milsom. The White Sox are down 6-0 at one point in this game. Now cut the lead in half to 6-3. 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground and through here on the right side. That'll score another run. Rounding first on his way to second with plenty of speed is Aiden Milsom. He's going to go for third. And finally, the relay coming in and sliding into third safely is Milsom. So back-to-back triples, back-to-back RBI triples in that for Davis and Milsom. Milsom plating Davis. That's now 6-4. White Sox not done yet. First pitch swinging here. Crouch. Grounder to short, knocking it down there is Klingon. No play. And another RBI for the White Sox as Crouch drives in Milsom. So Weimer, Davis, and Milsom have already scored runs here in the fifth. First pitch swinging, and a swing and a miss there from Braylon Woods. Woods struck out first time up, walked and scored a run in the fourth. Now one-run game at 6-5. That one just missing to Woods high. Count now even at 1-1. Now the 1-1 sent on the ground by Woods should be routine here, and it gets past the first baseman Vale. A tough inning here for the Rockies defensively. So Woods aboard. Jason Nairn coming to the plate. Nairn on board twice already today. Single to left center field first time up, walked back in the fourth. Runners on second and third, nobody out. 3 runs already across here in the top half of the fifth. And the Rockies back to within, the White Sox, back to within one of the Rockies at 6-5. Bats coming alive here for the White Sox. Now one off the plates. And Nairn sends that one high in the air to left. Look out, that's over the head of Ben Rush. And that'll score 2 more runs to end the inning with a maximum of 5 scored. So Nairn driving in Crouch and Woods. It's a 5-run top half of the fifth inning. White Sox now lead the Rockies 7-6 as we go to the bottom of the fifth here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Back here at the Beaner Field in Hopwood. What a turnaround here tonight. The Rockies had a 6-0 lead over the White Sox. After 3 innings, the White Sox coming back with 2 in the top half of the fourth, maxing out with 5 in the top half of the fifth. It's now White Sox 7, Rockies 6 as we go to the bottom half of the fifth. Rockies will have Luke Gresh, Josh Fazenbaker, and Aiden Vale due up, facing Aiden Milsom, pitching now for the White Sox. Milsom's first pitch, and therefore a strike to Luke Gresh. Gresh hit by a pitch back in the first inning. Got on via an error in the third inning and scored a run. 0-1 fouled off there by Gresh. Now Gresh with 2 strikes on him. Have to protect the plate. 0-2 now to Luke Gresh. Sends it foul on the left side. Count remains 0-2. Milsom had a pair of strikeouts in the 4th inning. Was also aided when Asher Vale was caught stealing. Here's a ground ball to short. Nice little scoop up there from Woods. Throw over to first. And a great job by Nairn over at first base. Great execution defensively there. Woods to Nairn. 6-3 retiring Gresh for the first outs of this bottom half of the 5th inning. Now Josh Fazenbaker coming to the plate. Fazenbaker struck out twice, both times swinging in the 1st and 3rd inning. Takes the first pitch here for a strike. He's behind 0-1. You can sense the momentum shift in this game as well. White Sox out there playing with a lot of confidence right now. Now leading 7-6, and another pitch in there for a strike from Aiden Milsom. No hesitation from Milsom. Looking sharp out there for the White Sox, looking for a strikeout here of Fazenbaker, and he gets it here. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom half of the 5th. White Sox coming alive. Now Aiden Vale coming to the plate. Vale grounded out 4-3 to end the 1st. Walked and scored a run last time up in the 3rd inning. First pitch here on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. No 1 count now. Milsom to Vale. Milsom from the stretch. 0-1 on the way. Just off the plate to even up the count at 1-1. Now the 1-1. Kind of slipped on the delivery there. High and inside to Vale. Count now 2-1. Two-one pitch. Sent foul by Vale. Evens up the count at 2-2. Now Milsom will try to finish off Vale for a 1-2-3 5th inning. And that's strike 3. So the first time in this game, the Rockies defensively get a 1-2-3 inning. Vale goes down. Fazenbaker also struck out against Milsom. Gresh grounded out 6-3. And the White Sox with a 7-6 lead over the Rockies after 5 here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Joel Hurtline, Nate Rockwell, and Victor Rosano due up for the White Sox. Here in the top half of the 6th inning, the White Sox now leading the Rockies by a 7-6 score. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupé. Joel Hurtline will lead off this inning. He struck out swinging back in the 2nd inning, grounded into a fielder's choice last time up back in the 4th inning. I think the coaching staff trying to get some confirmation on the score. It's 7-6. The White Sox over the Rockies. And of course, in this 6th inning, you can max out on runs. There's no 5-run rule. Have to get the 3 outs recorded one way or another. It's Klingon misses on the first pitch here to Hurtline. Now the 1-0. And going Chasing after that one was Hurtline, even up the count at 1-1. Now Klingen's 1-1. Just off the plate, 2-1 now. Klingen to Hurtline. Now the 2-1, and Hurtline with a liner. It's knocked down there in the hole by the shortstop. That was Gage's brother, Chase Klingen. Didn't have a play on it, an infield single here for Joel Hurtline. As the White Sox momentum continues in this game. Now the lefty, Nate Rockwell, coming to the plate. Rockwell, an RBI walk last time up. He'll take the first pitch for ball one. Hurtline could have actually ran on that one, decided not to go. 1-0 now. Klingen to Rockwell. This ball sent foul on the left side. Evens up the count at 1-1. Rockwell back in the batter's box. 1-1 on the way, and there for strike two now, 1-2. Klingen to Rockwell. Now the 1-2, swing and a miss, strike three. That's a much needed out for the Rockies defensively. They'll need at least a run in the bottom half of the sixth. And Victor Rosano at the plate. Rosano 0 for 2 today. Swing and miss here at the first pitch from Klingen. Counted 0-1 with Joel Hurtline on first. And one out. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two. As Rosano went a chasing at that 0-1 from Klingen. Now the 0-2, low and outside, and now that will allow Hurtline to advance down to second. And Joel in the scoring position. It's a 1-2 count now on Rosano. One-two pitch, swing and a miss, strike three. And down goes Rosano, back-to-back strikeouts for Gage Klingen. And now 2 outs here in the top half of the sixth, with the top of the order now up, and Ian Weimer. Weimer 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored so far in this game. Klingen's first pitch on the way and sent foul there by Ian. Counted 0-1. With Hurtline now in scoring position at second. Swing and a miss. Now 2 strikes on the White Sox leadoff hitter, Ian Weimer. At the plate for the 4th time tonight. No 2 now. Klingen to Weimer. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So the Rockies will need 1 to tie, 2 to win in the bottom half of the 6th. 7-6 White Sox over the Rockies here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Turn to the experts. Fayette Furnace Company Incorporated, serving the Tri-County area since 1920. The area's oldest and most reliable heating and cooling contractor, specializing in Carrier equipment. Employee owned and operated, choosing Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier not only gives you over 200 years of experience, but gives you the experts to help you solve your home's comfort needs. And call Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier to solve your home comfort needs today. Call 724-438-5400 or look up Fayette Furnace Company on the web at FayetteFurnaceCompany.com. Turn to the experts, almost 100 years of serving the Tri-County area. For more information, call Mike at 724-438-5400. That's 724-438-5400 for Fayette Furnace Company.
Benjamin Rush, Ty Burton, and Jimmy Williams due up for the Rockies here in the bottom half of the sixth inning. Rockies down 7-6 to the White Sox. The Rockies actually led 6-0. White Sox came back with 2 in the top of the fourth, 5 in the top of the fifth. And Benjamin Rush has been productive so far this evening. Walk in the second inning, RBI walk in the third, also scored a run in the third inning for the Rockies, which produced 5 runs. Facing Aiden Milsom here. Milsom's first pitch here to Rush. And Rush takes it for strike one. And Rush with a lot of family here today. His great uncle Rich off to my left. Grandpa Joe, Grandma Rose also here, and he's behind 0-2. Now Milsom's 0-2 to Benjamin Rush. High, counting out 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch. Milsom to Rush. High for ball 2. So Rush slowly working his way back into the count, now 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch, and Rush strikes out. And Milsom's reeled together 3 straight strikeouts. Sent down Faison Baker and Vale to end the fifth. Now strikes out Rush here to start the sixth. Now Ty Burton at the plate. Burton 2 for 2 today, including a 3 RBI double. Last time up in the third inning, swings the first pitch here and pops it up on the left side. And unable to make the play there was Crouch. And Burton aboard. And check that, it might be Joel Hertline over there on third. I think the White Sox have made a couple of, no, check that. White Sox, that is Crouch over there, 9. We'll have to double check on that. They might have switched Hertline over there to third base. We have not gotten all the defensive changes. Nonetheless, Burton aboard. Now Jimmy Williams at the plate. Williams a swing and a miss there. Again, Burton represents the game tying run. Williams at the plate represents the game winning run. And Williams 0 for 2 so far today. Now in high and inside, now 2-1 count. Milsom to Williams. Williams batting from the number 9 position of the Rockies batting order. Rockies batting 10 here today. 2-1 pitch. Low and outside, it's ball 3. And check that. Correction there, 2-2 on the count. Milsom to Williams. 2-2 low and outside. That will allow Burton to get down to second. Now the count full 3-2. Payoff pitch. That's ball 4. And running there is Burton. Throw down to third, not in time. So now the game tying run at third, game winning run at first. And Asher Vale coming to the plate with 1 out here in the bottom half of the sixth. Vale struck out swinging first time up in the second inning, walked and was caught stealing in the fourth inning. Rockies thought about sending Williams there. Decided not to run. 1-0 low and inside. We'll keep Williams again at first. It's a 2-0 count now. Milsom to Vale. Milsom's pitch, and therefore a strike. Count now 2-1. The top of the order due up behind Vail and Noah Hudak. Two 2-1 pitch, and therefore strike two. Big pitch upcoming here for Aiden Milsom. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. So Milsom recording 2 strikeouts here in the 6th inning. Now the White Sox defensively 1 out away from a come-from-behind win, up 7-6 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th to Noah Hudak at the plate. Hudak 0 for 2 with a walk today. Fouls off the first pitch. Counted 0-1. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss. 2 strikes now on Noah Hudak and Aiden Milsom, and the White Sox 1 strike away from a 7-6 win. 0-2 pitch on the way and low and outside. And now Jimmy Williams will head down to second. They'll make the throw. And safe at second is Williams. Here we go, 1-2. Milsom to Hudak. Milsom long looking, big pitch here. 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, strike three. And the White Sox overcome a 6-0 deficit, rally back for a 7-6 win over the Rockies here tonight. Tonight's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiff, Bauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupay. Again, your final score, the White Sox 7 and the Rockies 6. This has been a South Union Township Sports Network presentation.